So if you're thinking about starting your own business in 2026, firstly, good luck. I hope it goes well for you. It is the most rewarding, but equally can be most challenging thing you will potentially undertake. And let's talk about one of those really big challenges, which is cash flow. And I'm mainly talking to do with taxation, HMRC here. So let's go on the presumption that you're going to incorporate in April 2026 coming up. You're going to get all your stuff together, beginning part of the new year, look at your new company website, logo, brand name, those sorts of things. And on the incorporation front, I do recommend for a lot of people in the UK that you do that for the limited liability aspect, which is what the limited company comes from, but also the way you can then pull salary, not just through PAYE, but you can pay yourself dividends as well. But anyway, that's a subject for another post. I'm talking about when you're going to get hit with tax deadlines. So if you incorporate in April, that means your first tax year isn't going to end till March 27, which is coincidentally the same as a fiscal year from a personal taxation perspective. So that means your first year of corporation tax, which finishes in March 2027, isn't going to be due till 9 months after your incorporation date, which means it won't be due till December 2027. So you're going to have saved up that money ready to pay to HMRC. So again, all of the personal tax that you're going to have to pay, you are not going to know about until, again, you get through that first financial year finishing in March 2027, which means once you know the total of that, that's also going to be due at a similar time to your first corporation tax payment, which is going to be corporation tax in December 2027, and then your first self-assessment tax return in January 2028. You're going to have saved up all that money. You're then talking about VAT. Guess what you're going to have early Feb? You're going to have your Q4 VAT return to pay. So you could end up like I did after my first full year of trading, where company corporation tax payment in December, self-assessment in January, and then Q4 VAT in early Feb. And I didn't have the money when it came round to pay for it. I had a lot of it saved up, but not enough to cover all of them. I wasn't aware of what my full liability was going to be until it was too late, and then I got buggered. So there's a couple of things you can do to help yourself. One, the main one I recommend, is find an accountant that's actually going to help you understand your liability in advance. I get our accountants to do calculations for me on a monthly basis, so I know corporation tax and approximate self-assessment tax liability that I'm due to pay. So don't get caught out by the cash flow.